Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie, and today I am making a card that's all about me. We're going to be using a large die of the month from Spellbinders. This is the camera, say cheese. I'm really excited to make this, and today I am actually making this card because I am part of Stash Busters, which is a hop on Instagram, a group that we're trying to use what is in our stash this year. So every other Tuesday we are making 3 to 6 cards that have certain themes. This week was all about me, so this is one of the cards that I made. Now I am just following the Spellbinders directions here in how to make this camera card. Their directions are semi-clear. I did have a little bit of trouble just because you'll see those little gray pieces. I struggle with those, and I'll let you know why in a little bit. But this card actually represents me because during the day, my normal job is a newborn photographer. I photograph babies in the hospital, and then I also photograph them in my home studio. So that's why I decided to make a card that had a camera on it. As you see, I struggle with some of these little die pieces, but I am just going to use my reverse tweezers to keep that in place while the glue dries. So these little peach pieces, there you go, say that 3 times fast. They are going to hang on to the loops of the camera, kind of your strap, and I accidentally grabbed the wrong ones. So this is how big this die is. There is a lot of pieces because not only do you get the camera die, but then you also get a bunch of little flowers that you can use to decorate the camera and the flash. I chose the wrong ones. You'll see here. These are actually the stems of the flower, and I thought they were the straps. So for the life of me, you'll see me struggling here, trying to get these straps to make sense and connect to the loop and actually connect to the camera. I could not figure it out. See, and in that little fast thing, I'm thinking that I'm missing dies is what I'm showing you there. But if you slow down the video, and I'll actually point it out a little bit later in this video, the straps are actually inside one of the circle dies, and I did not realize that. So I made it work. I bent the stem, because yes, they're stems for the flower. I bent them around the little hole loop there, and just curved it and made it work. So, you know, even if you don't use the correct die pieces, you can still make a really cute work of art here. So no one's gonna know except me and, you know, you guys, but that's okay. The other part of this that I decided to do is turn my little camera into a shaker card, because if you know anything about me, I love bling and I love shakers. They are so fun for me. So I did cut that circle die a few times in white just to bump it up. I didn't want to try to use foam tape. This just makes it a little bit easier. And then I just cut out a piece of packaging that came from one of the stamp sets that I have, or one of the die sets that I've moved to some magnets. And so I just cut a little piece of that and then cut around the circle. I'm just showing you, I am just putting some little glitter. These are Martha Stewart glitter. I've had this probably for 10 years. So, you know, some things get used right away in your craft room. Some of them sit and just look pretty until you decide to use them. I am using a little bit of anti-static on that acetate just so that the glitter doesn't cling to it too much. I'm okay with a little bit of cling, but if it is so bad that you can't see the shaker, it kind of, you know, loses the whole fun point to it. And then there is that inner circle there, and that just finishes off that lens area. So I'm excited how this is so cute how it came out, and just this die is so intricate, and there's just so many little pieces, and Spellbinders just did such a great design for this particular card. So now I'm going to start working on the flash. This is a fancy flash, guys. I don't know about you. I don't use on-camera flashes, but if I did, I want one like this. So there is a die that cuts out one of those little triangle-esque pieces. So you do have to cut that out 8 times because that makes the full circle. Now you kind of have to, try your best to make it go all the way smoothly around. It fits well, but me and lining things up, it doesn't always work. I love how the metallic paper that I'm using creates some shininess to this as well. That is just one of Scrapbook.com's paper pads. It has all the metallic and holographic papers in it. So that's definitely one to check out if you want some of these papers. And then I'm just finishing up with the flash here, giving these highlights come in. They are in different sizes. It's so that you can either put it in the flash or with the lens. But since I made a shaker card with the lens, that big one did not fit. So just an FYI. There are certain ones for certain things, and that is my flash. Now, I did take my Concord and 9th. This is the basket weave front die, and I'm just creating my backdrop with that. I love the little lines that it creates. It's like so cute and perfect, and it's big enough for those 5x7 cards, which is what we're making today. This is a 5x7. It's different than what my normal size is, but that camera is quite big. So it doesn't quite fit on a normal A2 card. So that's why I'm going with the 5x7 today. And then I did want a little bit of a frame around that backdrop. And then you saw I did put my die cutting machine on top of that just because I want it to lay down flat and I wanted to make sure that glue stuck. So here I am showing you, there's the pieces for the strap. Yep, it was inside the circle all the time. The other ones that I actually used were stems for the flowers. So don't make the same mistake, but if you do, it can still work. You can make it work, guys. You do you. So I am just doing liquid glue. I'm trying to kind of figure out where exactly I want that camera to go so that the flash still fits. And so it's near the bottom half of my card there, and then I'm just lining up the flash and the front of the camera. So I love these colors as well. These are actually some of my favorite colors. So this card is very me. Not only the camera represents me, the shaker part represents me, glitter represents me, and these colors represent me. The mint aqua colors are my favorite. So I love this camera, guys. And then I am going to wait to do the front of the camera because I want to get that hello taken out and I want to make sure that lines up as well. The great thing about these dies is that Spellbinders does have grooves in the or impressions in the dies, so you can kind of see where it lines up. Make sure you actually have it go in the right direction. I almost did the hello upside down, so that was fun. But it helps you to line up all those dies. And then I am using just an acrylic block to kind of push down and keep it solid until it's all the way glued on. And then I am taking some foam tape here. I'm just popping up that front of the camera just so it doesn't have any of those bends and bumps from the flash. And then, dimension is beautiful, so why not have more dimension? So here is where I'm going to start setting out some flowers. I will show you a couple of how you put them together and then just going about putting them all over the camera. There are some back pieces and front pieces to these flowers. And it did take me a little bit of figuring out what goes with what. I was die cutting without looking, so I kind of did my own thing. That's also something with these flowers is that some of them are particular that you can mix and match, and some of them, these are what goes with other things. So that's just a little leaf portion there. And then look, it's the stems. Part of me should have probably used the straps or something just to make sure I used all the dies, but you live, you learn. So the other 2 cards that I did for this particular week, one of them I actually had my daughter do some watercolor, and then I die cut some hexagons out and put them together. And then another one had a bunch of bookshelves and books, because that's also me. I'm an avid reader. I love photography. I love crafting and shaker cards. And then I'm a mother of 2 daughters right now. So I wanted to represent all of that in my life. Now, if you want to see those 2 cards, go ahead and head to my Instagram. The link is down below. It's the same handle as YouTube. It's just at Lesdep. It's LESDEP. And then you can see those. It was a couple weeks ago that we actually got to post. I'm a little bit behind on videos just because we have been dealing with all the lovely season of sickness, and I'm just starting to get my voice back, so sorry if my voice sounds a little bit croaky or cracky and all the weirdness kind of thing going on with it. I'm a little breathy as well. We're working on it. It takes a while to get back to full health when you've had some respiratory issues, so we're getting there. But I'm just going to continue putting these flowers together. I'm going to put some music on for you guys for a little bit, and I'll check back with you. Okay, so now that all the flowers are down, that took so long. Probably one of my, not least favorite, but I am not the best at doing floral arrangements, especially when it comes to cards. But now we're just adding some bling here. These are actually some metallic pearls that I got from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is totally up in their game with their crafting. And yes, they're the line gems, so they're all stuck together, but they still have adhesive on the back, and you can take that off or you can leave it. Just make sure you're cutting around the actual gem so that you don't have extra adhesive. And then I just glued a couple of them down just because they weren't staying, but I mean they still look really cute, and for only $1. And this is actually a half sheet. I actually gave the other half to my Christmas card exchange, so I did add a couple into the flowers as well for a lot more bling, but this is my final card, and I just love how it came out. I love all that sparkle, love the shaker. It's very me on a card. So if you want to know more about me, watch my videos, ask me questions, leave a comment, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.